Welcome to Movie Life Crisis. Join us as we watch the best movies from 30 years ago.
George Washington, man, he was in a cult. And the cult was in the aliens, man. You didn't know that?
Somewhere between free love and safe sex.
Benny!
Tie-dye and button-fly.
We should be up for anything.
Ed Sullivan and MTV.
Sounds stupid, doesn't it?
There was a generation
The 60s rocked. The 70s, they obviously sucked.
that was dazed and confused.
Maybe the 80s will be radical.
Rated R. Starts tomorrow at select theaters.
Radical.
Dazed and Confused, Movie Life Crisis, Season 3, Episode, I want to say 9, maybe?
It's episode 8. Episode 8.
Episode 8. I'm not going to lie. My notes are not all organized on this one. So, Episode 8, the important thing is, how did we get
this far in?
It just happened so fast.
The important thing is the movies that were befriended us along the way.
And we're contractually obligated to say the words cult classic about 9 or 10 times when we talk about Dazed and Confused, because it didn't make any money.
Coming of age comedy.
Yeah.
That is a cult classic.
Yeah, when people like a movie and it didn't make any money, you have to say it's a cult classic.
Boy, there's a lot of people that like it, man.
Yeah.
They all talk like that, man.
All right. My two people in real life told me, Dazed and Confused? Oh, dude, I love that movie. I've seen that so many times. I was like, really? I've seen it? This was maybe my third or fourth watch. I want to say probably
I was going to say, I think this is only the second or third time I've seen it.
Yeah. And it was good. I liked it, but I was not, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I just missed the life stage where I would have watched it 20 or 30 times. Like, kind of like Wayne's World. It's the same thing. Like, I just wasn't like maybe it wasn't my type of music or something. Maybe I didn't smoke pot in high school. I don't know, but I just missed whatever it was.
Yeah, I got a lot of insight that I've thought about in the shower while I was, after watching this movie. You know, when you zone out in the shower and you just start thinking about stuff.
Welcome, everyone. I'm JT. With me, as always, is Jeff. We are Movie Life Crisis, looking at movies 30 years after they were released, and this episode is 1993's cult classic.
Cult classic.
Dazed and
Coming of
Confused,
age comedy.
Coming of age
Right.
comedy that was written and directed by Richard Linklater and stars pretty much everyone.
All the people. Yeah, everybody's in this. You want me to give a quick synopsis?
Yeah. Hit me with the synopsis.
This is an AI quick synopsis,
Perfect.
by the way. Dazed and Confused is a 1993 cult classic coming-of-age comedy film
Nailed it.
directed by Richard Linklater. The story follows a group of high school students on the last day of school in 1976 as they celebrate their freedom and struggle with various personal issues. The film features talented ensemble cast, including Woody Harrelson's brother Matthew McConaughey, Ben Affleck, and Parker Posey, and is known for its memorable soundtrack and portrayal of teenage rebellion.
Easily in my top 5 movies set on the very last day of school.
What are some other ones?
Can't Hardly Wait. It's the first one I thought of.
Oh,
but I feel sure there's a couple others.
Amanda.
Yeah.
What year is that? I can't wait to
Hardly
do
Wait,
that.
1998.
Oh, God, I can't feel my
I know.
legs.
The beer has gone bad. No one drank the beer. Press Stone. Yeah, it's kind of tall. Wears T-shirts some of the
T-shirts
times.
sometimes. Would you like to? All right, we're not doing that movie. All
We're
right,
not, but I love
let's
it.
talk about Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, this movie costs about $7 million to make and made about $8 million, which is why it's a cult classic.
I was going to say opening weekend. It said it made less than $1 million. It said 918,000. That's not that much, is it?
But it probably, I'm guessing that it didn't
Did it
open.
not open a lot?
It did not open in a lot of theaters, so maybe that's on like
Right,
14 screens. Because he didn't. I mean, this was Richard Linklater's second movie. He wasn't like a big. He filmed the whole thing in Texas. I don't think he had a big. And most of his movies, honestly, I don't think make a lot of money, except like the ones that he doesn't write that he just directs, like School of Rock. Like that made a lot of money, but he didn't write that.
And dude, we just watched that with my daughter, and she loved it.
Yeah, dude, I still really like that movie. I like Richard Linklater. He just does not tend. It's like Kevin Smith. He doesn't tend to make a lot of money when he makes his movies. He doesn't lose a lot of money either, but it's just like he just like goes off with a camera and does his own thing with the same like dozen people. And cool, that's great. I love that. I like that there are people doing that.
I'm with you. I like that too. The Newton Boys, all those movies. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. Did you find any awards for this?
Not really. I mean, they had stuff like Quentin Tarantino put it in his top 10 greatest films of all time, which I didn't.
Nice.
I didn't see that. But it's number 17 on the top 50 cult films.
Sure.
Huh?
Yeah.
Top third on the list of top 50 best high school movies.
Dude, I liked this. I didn't, like I said, I hadn't seen it a lot. My wife, like, I can quote that movie. I saw it a million times. I was like, really? I have not seen it, but I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't. I liked it also. Can't quote it. I don't. Even now, just watching it, I don't know that I can still rattle off any quotes.
No, I surprisingly, for a movie that a lot of people think is really funny, I didn't have a ton of quotes. I had a couple. I mean, it wasn't. Didn't have nothing, but I didn't.
You have the same ones everybody else has.
I do, but also like I have less quotes than what you and I just rattled off from Can't Hardly Wait, a movie that I don't think anyone thinks is as good as this movie is.
Well, they're stupid. I want to be Grand Moff Tarkin. You're both kiss dolls. Yeah. So those are the awards. No real awards, actually.
Yep. No sequels or spinoffs, although Richard Linklater kind of has his whole thing interconnected. Wait, what happened?
No. Everybody Wants Some in 2016 was the sequel.
Oh, is that like officially actually a real thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was in 1980s. No.
Nice.
It's Everybody Wants Some. 2016, 1980 Texas college freshman meets his baseball teammates in an unruly group of disco dancing, skirt chasing partiers.
Yeah, we'll catch that in 2046?
Yes, you can catch that in 2046.
Dude, you'll be like 68. You'll be there.
Right. I'll just be getting out of school. I'll be having no more job.
Dude, we'll be flying around in hover cars to our podcast Enterprise office tower where we just talk about old movies and play video games.
Nice. It sounds great.
That might not be reality. That might just be a dream that I had.
Yeah, I like that dream.
Although the podcast is doing quite well. Our podcast host tells us that if we inserted ads, we could be making $17 a month. I'm not going to lie. It's tempting.
17's a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't go as far on the Taco Bell value menu as it used to, but it's not nothing because we got expenses here.
I was shocked that I looked at it and it was like past 10,000 total listens. And I was like, what? That's great.
Yeah. Doing pretty good. Doing all right.
Yeah. I like it.
Doing okay. Like it. By the way, bonus content is up on Patreon right now.
Patreon. Yeah. It's good stuff. Do you remember where you were when you first saw this movie?
No, I should have asked Roger because I have vague memories of being in high school and like, I don't know. This may not have been your experience, even though we went to the same high school. But like you didn't know what was going on necessarily, but you just call like 3 or 4 people. And it's like, hey, what's up? It's like, I don't know. We're all going to get together at whoever's house, and then whenever we find something to do, we'll go do that. And generally, the thing that you found to do was like go drink in a field somewhere. But before the drinking in the field, you would just go to someone's house. And I feel like this is one of the movies that if it wasn't Saturday Night Live, it probably was a movie like this. Like I feel like I was at Roger's parents' house and we watched like 40 minutes of this movie. Because I think he really liked it.
Before somebody that graduated high school a long time ago in a Thunderbird rolled up and said, let's go to the moon tower. I'm buying kegs. And you went out to the field and started drinking.
Yeah.
I wasn't at Roger's house to watch that movie. I know that I'd seen clips of this before I had watched the whole thing. And there was a girl that I remember wanting to date, and she was kind of a hippie.
Yeah.
Like she wore like knit shirts and like no bra and looked like she wore dirty underwear, kind of hippie. She really liked this movie a lot.
Yeah, of course she did.
And I can remember going to her apartment and pretending to watch this. And I think I saw the whole thing.
Nice.
There. So I think that's the first time that I watched it.
Yeah.
And it was weird because it smelled in the house like I was actually in the movie, which worked out really great.
Oh, man. I just realized we're recording this on 4/20, April 20th. So that's perfect.
Oh, man.
I think we planned that, but I don't remember now.
Yeah, we definitely did.
All right.
It was on the sheet. Remember in the thing? I put it on the thing.
We put our calendar together. We picked things on purpose. Well done. Because I didn't do that. You did that. Good call. I got this 8 out of 10. I actually really liked it.
8?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Surprised. But I just...
Nice.
It kind of meanders. There aren't even really any scenes. It's kind of like stream of consciousness movie, but I love ensemble movies. I thought everybody was doing a good job. Like it was kind of funny. I like the whole, like everyone's in high school and it shows like the 6 different groups. It's like we have the newspaper crew and we have the jocks and we have the stoners and like everyone's kind of hanging out and having a fun time. And
I like how everybody hung out because that's kind of the, well, I mean, I know our high school was small, but like everybody hung out together there. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was still doing like jocks and stoners and nerds all hung out at our parties too. So like,
yeah, that was our high school experience. It's a small high school, small town thing. So a lot of that's like, that hits heavy nostalgia for me.
For me, that was, that part of it where everybody was hanging out was the same, but everything else was different. Like,
Yeah.
I ended up giving it 6 Jimmy Dogs.
Yeah.
And the only reason I gave it 6 is because while there were parts that entertained me, I don't know. I wasn't laughing like I thought I remember laughing at this. Like when they were doing like the hazing and stuff, I didn't really think that was funny. Maybe it's because I'm a teacher now, but the whole time I'm going, where the hell is the administration? And these guys are parked in the parking lot with like bottles of beer and they're talking about all kinds of gross. Like now I'm the dad who was shutting down the party at that kid's house.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was different, but it didn't hit me the same.
I didn't like that part. I got that in my worst. I just like fundamentally, philosophically agree with the whole, like, someone hurt me and now I'm going to hurt someone else because of that. Like, that's just not a good way to go through life. Like, oh, I got my ass kicked when I was a freshman. Now I'm going to turn it around and kick everyone's ass too. It's super fun. You'll do it too. What if we just don't pay that forward?
What if we stop that?
Maybe we just stop
that train going forward?
Maybe if sometimes if people are shitty to you, you just go, oh, that sucks. I'm going to try and not send that out into the world.
Right. And the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, like I know that there's like hazing in some of these places, and I know this is the, mid 70s. So I started looking it up. I was like, is this really what it was like in the 70s or at other high schools that maybe weren't like us? Dude, Reddit is full of people. This one dude said, at our school, freshmen were clipped, in quotations, essentially hunted down during the summer and have their heads shaved bald.
Dude, they did that to me in college when I transferred in, because they did it to the football team, hazed the freshman football players that way. And I was a transfer. I was like a sophomore, junior. And they basically like asked me if I wanted to go along with it. Like I could have said no. And I was like, I don't know. It's like, dude, it's my hair. You want to shave my hair off and that's like your thing that you do? Friggin' do it. Like if you're gonna hit me with a paddle, we're gonna have problems. But like if you want to shave my head, let's go for it.
Right, exactly.
But that's like freaking 2001. So yeah, 1976, absolutely. I had that stuff is for sure not in my best part of this movie. But I think if it's set in 1976, that's a pretty faithful, like that's how that went.
Right.
And also, I forgot to mention, I bumped it because of the soundtrack. The soundtrack's phenomenal. It's not...
Dude, it was really good.
It's mostly not my type of music, but every song that came on, I was like, dude, that song is awesome. This soundtrack is great.
Every single song, again, not in my wheelhouse of stuff I normally listen to. It sounds like I'm riding with my dad, but it was all like good songs.
Yeah, so I had to give it a bump. I had to give it a bump for that.
That's a good call.
I get it. I actually think I think IMDb has this at like 7.3 out of 10, and me and you average out at a 7, which is nice. That's right where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's right in the middle. We got it.
I think this one would have been a 7 for me if we allowed 7s.
No, I think I was still giving a 6. I do have one more question. What is it about? So the people that really like this movie that are they not so much potheads, because people our age aren't really potheads anymore, but do they smoke a lot of weed?
No, the funny thing is the two people who said that to me are not that at all. Like they're not in the slightest bit hippie-ish, but for whatever reason, they connected with this movie and they saw it a lot and they really liked it. So, and they both were like, "Oh, I'm excited about that episode because I saw that movie a lot." I was like, "Dude, I'm excited too because I did not see it a lot."
Yeah, well, and dude, I talked with my students. I talked about it, and they were like, "Oh man, I love that movie." But the kids that really loved it, I mean, they're juniors and seniors in high school. But the kids that really loved it, the people who smoke weed and that's their entire personality. Yeah. That's how these kids are. And I'm sure they won't be like that forever, hopefully.
I'm sure that if you're a high school kid now who still smokes weed, I guess you probably do it through a vape pen at this point in time. I don't really know. Right. I think there's like a collection of like weed movies that all potheads in high school and college like have to be into. And this is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
Like, what's the freaking Dave Chappelle movie?
Yeah. Half Baked.
Yeah, Half Baked. Thank you. Dude, I get it. Like, that's just the pot collection that you get high and you sit around and watch and you think are hilarious.
Dude, Jon Stewart on Half Baked, when he goes to buy he's buying the weed from him. Yeah. And he's like, "You ever look at a $20 bill, man? There's some crazy things on there, man." I'm like, holy crap, he got that from this movie. I never put 2 and 2 together until I just watched it.
Yeah. Half Baked also 1998. Big year for us coming up.
There's a lot of big movies coming up. I don't know why we're not doing them on this podcast right now, but there's a lot of big movies.
Give us your first scene.
All right. First scene was the party at the Moon Tower or whatever. Is that what it's called?
The Moon Tower? I think so.
Yeah. I like that whole thing
Yeah.
because the friggin' Adam Goldberg, whatever his name was, Mike something, he finally got yelled at by some douche and he was like talked himself into fighting him, and he goes over there. He's like, I figured they'll break it up and I'll just hit him one good time. Like that whole scene was good. And then like the young kid, the main character, whatever his name is,
Mitch.
He was like Mitch. There you go. He was talking to like an older girl, and like I like seeing the interactions with all the different people. That was good.
Yeah, that's on my list too. The Adam, what's that guy's name?
Adam Goldberg.
Adam Goldberg. I really like that guy, and I loved that part in this movie, and I loved that arc. Like the guy, the freaking like Trans Am D-bag was like shoving him, was like, get out of here, Isaac Newton. And he you could just tell he was just like angry and just stewed on it for like 2 hours and like had 3 beers and was like, I'm going to go hit him one time and then everyone will break it up. And then
I'll just play defense and they'll break it up.
I was like, I'm nobody's bitch. And I just freaking loved that he did that. And that guy just pounded on him. And then after that, he's like asking Marissa Ribisi, he's like, you wouldn't say I got my ass kicked, right? I got some shots in there, right? Like,
oh man, he definitely got his ass beat,
dude. But something about that is just, I mean, I wasn't the guy in high school to like go shove people and like get into fights at parties, but that definitely happened at like every other party. There was just some people who couldn't not have beers and punch each other. So I just really
even understand the fighting. I don't get it. I've never even really been in a fight.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't count like when me and you were wrestling in my mom's living room, and I pretend to be hurt, and then when you stop, I tackle you. That doesn't count, right? That's not a fight.
No, that definitely doesn't count. You would think as much as I like to play pickup basketball and talk shit that I would have been in way more fights than I have, and I haven't been in a fight since I was like 14.
I talk so much noise, and I've only been punched once, and that was when I was trying to stop a fight.
Yeah, and even that fight when I was 14, I think I was like. Jamie Bowe was mad at me for some reason. I think it was basketball related. I think he and I were talking shit, playing pickup basketball in junior high, and I was like changing clothes after gym. And as I was pulling my shirt over my head, he like punched me through my shirt, so I didn't see it coming.
Jesus!
But it wasn't like a fight. I just took my shirt off, and I was like, "Why did you do that?" I guess that was a fight because he wanted to fight, and I was just like, "Dude, why did you punch me?"
I've never been in a fight. Even if that constitutes a fight, I've only been in one. Then when I'm breaking, I'm like, you don't want to. He's drunk. He didn't smack. I was like, oh no, I'm never. Dude, I got to break up fights like 3 or 4 times a year at school. I don't put the moneymaker out there at all. I treat that shit like a freaking hockey match. Once one guy falls over, I kind of nudge the other one out of the way. But that's all. I mean,
Maybe that makes me less manly or something. I just never got into the life. And dude, like I played football in college. I'm not opposed to like physical violence on the field of competition, but I just never understood like, hey, I'm going to punch this guy for something because I had 4 beers.
Yeah. No, that's not me either. But yeah, everybody out there that likes to fight, good on you.
Yes.
Especially if you're one of those MMA fighters. What's that stand for? Man on man action?
Mixed martial arts.
I just assumed because every time I'm eating chicken wings, it's on the big screen. And it's just 2 half-naked guys rolling around.
I like that you're trying to anger the group of people that could most easily kick our asses. The MMA fighters.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I like that scene, too. That was fantastic. I had a hard time with scenes because this movie is kind of like a meandering one. It all happens in one day. There's a bunch of cuts from one location to the other where I had a hard time even pinning down scenes. I also had even after the moon tower, whatever, that sequence, when they went back to the football field and they were all like on the 50-yard line.
That part was cool too. Yeah. I didn't like how, what's his name, had his pants tucked into his boots, but other than that, it was cool.
Well, Wendy asked me because she loves this movie. She's like, who do you think the lead character was? I was like, dude, I think it was Jason London,
Mitch.
Right? Pink Floyd.
No, I was saying it was Mitch.
That's what she said. She's like, "What about the kid?" I was like, "Yeah, he would have been good. Would have been a good lead character too." But that's one of the things I like about ensembles is that there's not really you're not following one character's story. You're following a bunch of character story. But I think Jason London, Pink Floyd, and whatever the kid was that played Mitch would be the two leading votes.
I felt like they were on the screen the most. But you're right because Floyd was like. Pink was like moving between the groups, so maybe he's the guy.
Yeah, and it was clearly it seemed like to me maybe he wasn't the lead but he definitely was the protagonist because they were showing him like, hey, all of his friends are jocks and they're beating the shit out of freshmen, and he's like not really doing it. Like he's
right,
and it's
he's like halfway doing it.
Yeah, he's like breaking up fights and like he's friends with everybody and like he's clearly supposed to be a nice guy.
I like that.
I do too. Well, I mean, Richard Linklater wrote this about his experiences in high school where he was a quarterback. I feel pretty sure that was him. So it makes sense that he would be the nice guy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would write myself as the nice guy also.
Yeah, absolutely. I just wrote myself as the nice guy earlier in this podcast talking about how I haven't been in fights, which is true, but I've also wrecked a bunch of mailboxes and stop signs. It's not like I didn't do a bunch of dumb shit when I was a teenager. I just didn't punch people.
Yeah, I don't punch people either.
Yeah.
I did come up with some other scenes, though. Do you have other scenes? Or you don't have any other?
I may have one more. I got to think on it. But I like the 50-yard line where they're all hanging out. Dude, how old is Matthew McConaughey?
Out of high school. So, and he's working for the...
He's definitely out of high school.
The city?
He's working for the city. He's got a mustache.
I was going to say, like, mid-20s. Early 20s. In the actual movie, he's 23.
Yeah. Which is another thing I like, by the way. Most of this cast is about the right age.
Right.
Like Jason London is like 20.
That's really hard for me to recast it, though, because I don't know any kids.
Really? I can't come up with 25, 20-year-olds to recast this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, he's mid-20s. Let's say he's mid-20s. Or even if he's Matthew McConaughey's age, he's 23, whatever. He literally asks the kid, Mitch, what's this next year's group of freshman girls like? Yeah, like some of that stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure that's how it happened in the 70s. And I'm sure probably in 2023, there's a creepy 20-something that's like sniffing around 14-year-olds. But that's so fucking weird to me to watch.
Yeah, that's really, really weird.
That's one of those things looking back, even in the movie, it's like, dude, I'm not breaking ground here. That's a really creepy part. I think everyone's hip to that.
That whole line he says where he's like, they stay the same age. And I get older. What was the line? I don't know how it goes.
I got it. That's what I love about these high school girls. I get older, but they stay the same age. That's the most famous line from this movie.
Right. Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I was going to say his other
All right.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, probably so. But I don't think people remember that as being from this movie. I think they just think that's how McConaughey talks.
It is.
Where the other one is like from this movie.
From the movie. Right.
But yeah, so I had that one on the 50-yard line. They're all hanging out. They're smoking pot. They're drinking beers on the football field after the moon, whatever, tower party. And
Moon Tower.
And I like Jason London's character arc. Like he's the quarterback, and everyone's like, "We're gonna come back next year. We're gonna win state." And the coach is all over him, like, "Sign this pledge that says you're not gonna have any fun over the summer." And he's like, "Man, I just don't want to do any of this bullshit. I hate it.
We're going to get Aerosmith tickets."
Yeah, and maybe it's because I grew up in a small town, and as soon as I could get out of there, I got out of there. But for whatever reason, I really liked that character arc where he's like, "Hey," he just like, and the coach is this stereotypical. Like he drives a Ford Bronco. He wears baseball shorts. He's got his socks pulled up to his freaking calves. He's always yelling.
Yeah.
And he finally tells the coach, he's like, "Look, man, I'll play football next year, but I'm not signing this shit." And he just throws at him and goes to get Aerosmith tickets. I was like, good for you. That's awesome.
Aerosmith tickets.
Jason London was in an Aerosmith video, by the way.
Was he? Which one?
The one with Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, and Liv Tyler. Yeah, I remember that now. Dude, I have two other ones. So there's one where Kevin, who was going to have the party.
Yeah.
And he has the kegs of beer going to be delivered to his house, and his dad is still there, and he's
wearing a stone cold leisure suit.
Yes, ice cold leisure suit. He shows up, knocks on the door. Favorite part too. He has to take like a freaking ice pick or a screwdriver or something that's holding the door locked.
Holding his door closed.
Yeah, so he's like, he takes that down, and he's like, "Are you sure that they're there for? I'm gonna have to go. I'll go." Check it out. And he goes down there, and the guy's like, "Yep, right here, Pickford residence." And he's like, "Are you sure?" And he's like eyeballing backwards over his shoulder, pointing at his dad. He's like, "Oh, I'm so stupid. This happens all the time." I like that whole interaction. And I like how his dad handles it. He's like, "Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're staying here." And then he has to keep answering the door. That was great. I really like that.
That was also great. And I definitely remember in high school, like on Friday at school, it's like, "Hey, so-and-so's parents are out of town. We're going to go over there. It's going to be a party." And then like at
lots of kegs.
At 9 p.m., it's like, "Never mind, it's off. Let's go to a field and drink there." So I feel sure it's that exact same thing. It's like, "Did I hear something about you having a party?" It's like, "Honey, unpack the car. We're not going anywhere. I'm just going to get my leisure suit on, and I'm going to answer the door all night."
I can't wait till our kids are old enough to have those problems.
I'm just hoping my kid just Ubers everywhere. That's the main thing I care about with high school kids is drinking and driving. Not drinking, drinking and driving.
Right, exactly.
So
But
I mean, he's 18 months, but like my policy already is like, dude, if you go to a party and people are drinking, I don't give a shit. Just do not get behind the wheel of a car, and don't get behind the wheel of a car with someone who has been drinking.
Right, don't let them drive you. That's what I was always worried about. Because, I didn't start drinking until, 22, 23 years old. So, I was always driving people around. Speaking of buying beer, that's my third one. Mitch goes in to buy the beer, and the guy's just like, are you 18? He's like, yep. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
But the small talk that they keep going back and forth, he's like, how you doing? I'll be better when I get off in a couple hours. Like, it sounded like how it would have gone.
And dude, he just does everything that Matthew McConaughey said earlier. He's like, yeah,
right.
Been working for the city.
Yeah.
Like, put a little cash in my pocket.
I don't know. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do next year. Oh man, it was good. I like the way that kid played it, and I like that whole scene. So I put
that kid did not do a lot of acting, but he was good.
I liked him in this.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm going to pull his name up because we've said that kid like 9 times, and he was on screen in every freaking scene.
Yeah, his name was wait, I have it. Wiley something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to find it. Wiley Wiggins.
Wiley
Wiggins is Mitch Kramer, game designer, Austin, Texas native.
Cool.
Yeah, he was good. Mitch was good. Wiley Wiggins is a good actor, and I liked what he did here. If we had more time and wanted to talk to someone from this movie, he would have been my vote.
Nice. I would have been down for that. I think we could have probably got old Woody Harrelson's brother.
Woody Harrelson's brother.
Did you see that in the news?
Yeah, that what was it? Matthew McConaughey's mom apparently knew, air quotes, knew Woody Harrelson's dad.
Knew. Yeah, his dad. So they want to get a DNA test.
Yeah, I think they should not get a DNA test and just say that they're brothers and just everyone roll with it. Who cares?
Well, apparently they're doing a new TV show called Brothers from Another Mother because when they met on the set of Ed TV, they were like, "This is meant to be. This is we have to be related."
I don't think that they're related, but I can easily see Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey just being the best of friends because they both seem like the exact same guy.
Yeah, they do.
Like they just want to smoke pot and like go surf and just like have fun about everything all the time.
Yeah, and they're both pretty good actors.
Yeah, dude, they're both really good actors.
All right, what about quotes? What you got?
The first one I had is I think the most famous quote from this movie that's super creepy, what I already said.
Yeah.
Wooderson, Matthew McConaughey's character, says, "That's what I love about these high school girls. I get older, but they stay the same age." I got that first. It's terrible, but it's definitely famous, and I have known it, even though don't know this movie that well.
Speaking of Wooderson, apparently there's a guy named Wooderson who grew up with the writer-director, Richard Linklater, and said that's basically the guy I was in high school and right after, and he sued him because he's like, "That you wrote that about me." He said, "No, I didn't," but he might have. You never know.
Well, that's I think Matthew McConaughey's part is really interesting in this movie because the story is that Sean Andrews, the guy who played Pickford, the guy who was having the party at his dad's house,
right,
was supposed to have a much bigger role in this movie, but he didn't. People didn't like the real life cast. They didn't like him. He didn't get along with everybody. I don't know. That's Richard Linklater said that, and so he just kept rewriting his part and shrinking it down. And then McConaughey wasn't supposed to be in this movie. He was just like out having a drink at a hotel bar where the casting director was in Austin, and the bartender knew him, was his friend, and was like. And McConaughey, I think, was a film student at UT and was like, "Hey, that guy's a casting director." And he's like, "I'm going to go talk to him." And so he went and talked to him, and then they cast him. And then he got on set, and like we were just talking about with Woody Harrelson, everyone loved him, and so they just kept giving him more stuff to do. And a lot of it was improv, which is why. Yeah. But he ended up being in a lot. It's kind of like Tom Cruise in Born on the 4th of July. Like he wasn't supposed to have as big of a part as he ended up having, but he got there, and everyone's like, "This dude's killing it. Let's just keep putting him on camera more."
I bet when you said improvised, when he got the hood up on his car outside of that pool hall or whatever it was called,
right?
And he was like listing all the stuff off on his car.
454 with 511 in the back, positive traction. I don't know, I'm making all that up, but
I think he did too, but I think he probably knows a little bit about that kind of stuff because he was throwing it down.
Dude, that gave me such a flashback to his Cadillac commercials, which I know is not supposed to. But it's the exact same. Huh? Dude, they totally work. But it's the exact same cadence. And I was like, I'm with you. I think I could definitely see McConaughey being a guy who knows about cars.
Yeah. I also had a McConaughey quote for mine, but it was all right.
Yeah, that's on my list as well.
What's your next one?
My last one is when as the high school kids were leaving as the final bell of the final day of school, one of the teachers just said, I think it was maybe like a history teacher or something. Remember the summer when you're being inundated with all this American bicentennial stuff, that what you're really celebrating is that a bunch of aristocratic slave-owning white men didn't want to pay their taxes. Because the movie was set in 1976, and I was like, oh my God, that's friggin' genius.
I didn't catch that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't believe that you missed that. And I love that Linklater set this in 76 for the bicentennial and threw in stuff like that's pretty counterculture.
Yeah.
Woke, I guess, for a movie that's 30 years old and is set like 47 years ago.
And also set in Texas.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Mine's kind of in that same vein. Everybody kept yelling shotgun. And I was like, I wonder if that's a thing. I was like, when did they first start calling shotgun? That was because we used to yell shotgun, but like, I know we got it from somewhere, but like, did they used to yell it? And then I was like,
well, dude, is it not like from the American frontier? Like the person who sat next to the guy steering the horses held a shotgun? Right.
It's the bodyguard for the stage. Yeah, it is. It's the bodyguard of the stagecoach driver. Alfred Henry Lewis was the first guy to ever talk about it in his book, The Sunset Trail, a long time ago. So yeah, that was my next one because shotgun. And then I have one more.
We could also, by the way, spend a lot of time breaking down the rules of shotgun because I remember that being a big topic of conversation in high school. Like you had to be inside of the car, and like if there was a tie, you had to run to the car, and whoever touched it first got it. And like I can
remember you couldn't call shotgun when you decided when you were leaving. You had to wait for the driver to like, because Biggin used to always drive, so he'd like, dude, you got to wait until I take the first step towards the vehicle with my keys. He's like, he would get up and start walking towards the door, but he didn't have his keys. And we would all go, shotgun. And he's like, I don't have the keys. I was like, God damn it. Like, I hated it. So, yeah, there's a lot of rules. Now I'm ridiculous. Glad to ride in the back. I just don't want to drive. Dude, last one I have, there's a guy, Clint, that fights our friend, Adam Goldberg.
Yeah.
He says, I came here to do two things, kick some ass and drink some beer. And looks like we're almost out of beer. I like that line.
Yeah, that variations of that quote has been around for 1,000 years, but I do love it. And I wrote that one down. It just didn't quite make my list.
Yeah, I liked it because I did like that part where he was fighting.
All right, so that's your third quote. That's a great quote.
That's my third one. Yeah, I liked it.
Dude,
what about characters?
I got two McConaughey quotes. Well, I guess I can do it in characters because I'm going to put McConaughey in my characters. This is his first movie. He's not supposed to be in it. He improvs a lot of his dialogue. He doesn't show up until the 41-minute mark.
Fantastic mustache.
Great mustache. I like how it's I think he grew the mustache because they didn't want to cast him because they thought he was too good looking, and he was like, "Oh, I can fix that. Let me grow this freaking broom mustache and then comb my hair forward and like kind of like perm it."
And it looked lighter than I remember his hair looking. It was bad.
I'm glad that I was not alive in the 70s. I know you were born in the 70s, but neither of us remember the 70s. I'm glad that I was not old enough to wear clothes in the 70s because the stuff everybody was wearing in this movie and all the hairstyles were horrific.
So I should just go ahead and tell Wendy to plan a 70s party for your birthday?
I'm not going to lie. I got some outfits that I rocked during the 80s that are similarly not as great, although I kind of still love them. But yeah, I think if you look at like the stereotypical 80s outfits and hairdos versus the 70s, I'll take 80s every time.
Yeah, they're all bad. The problem is the 90s is coming back. If I see like they were able to wear jeans today for something, and all these girls that were wearing like high-waisted jeans that
with like the huge bell bottoms.
It wasn't even huge bell bottoms. They were just high-waisted and they came straight-legged all the way down. And I was like, what the heck is this? It looks like the 90s. And one girl had a fanny pack on. Another girl had a fanny pack across her chest.
Well, I never go anywhere in Nashville that I don't see people wearing fanny packs just across their chest.
So
male, female, doesn't matter.
That's so weird to me. I don't even have that much stuff.
I don't even have a wallet. I just have one credit card in my phone case.
Yeah, I have what about your like insurance cards and stuff like that?
I have pictures of that shit. I don't carry that stuff around.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I never thought of that.
Oh
man, we live in the future.
Yeah,
and everybody's still.
McConaughey's my first character. His character is super creepy, but he's great, and I'm glad that he went and talked to that casting director in that bar and got cast, and then became Matthew McConaughey because I like all his stuff.
All the stuff. Yeah, agreed. My first person is Adam Goldberg as Mike Newhouse.
Yeah.
because I love that guy. He plays this not the same kind of part, but he plays all of the parts kind of the same way.
Yeah.
That he has, and it's always funny to me.
He's really good. He's definitely got a little bit of a shtick. Maybe I'm sure he does other stuff too. But I don't mean that to be an insult because I really like it. He cracks me up, and I like when he's in there doing stuff.
Agreed, and that's what I was. There's another movie he's in with McConaughey, isn't it? What's the movie with Kate Hudson where she's trying to break up with?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Is that Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, it is. Is he the friend in that movie?
I think so. I would just remember them two being together. All the stuff that I can remember him in has always been good.
Yeah, we haven't even really talked about it that much, but it's one of the first things I wrote in my notes. The cast for this movie is ridiculous. I mean, we have talked about the cast being ridiculous, but we haven't named the people. I'm gonna just real quick run down the cast list.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got some people written down.
Jason London, Joey Lauren Adams, Mila Jovovich, Sean Andrews, Rory Cochrane, Adam Goldberg, Anthony Rapp, Sasha Jensen, Marissa Ribisi, Cole Hauser, Wiley Wiggins, Ben Affleck, Parker Posey, Matthew McConaughey, Renee Zellweger. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, the people.
And a lot of those you may not have known the name, but if I told you about the people, like Rory Cochrane, just to pick one, that's the guy Lucas from Empire Records,
right?
He's been in a ton of stuff, and he's fantastic. But he's
I was gonna say I don't think I knew Anthony Rapp's name, but I was like, oh, that's the dude from Rent, and that's the dude from Adventures in Babysitting,
and from School Ties.
School Ties. Yeah, him and Cole Hauser.
Yeah, him and Cole Hauser and Ben Affleck.
Yeah. And then Joey Lauren Adams, she's in a lot of the Kevin Smith movies. She's awesome.
Well, I was like, man, there's School Ties connections with Affleck and with Anthony Rapp and with Cole Hauser. Cole Hauser and Affleck are together in freaking Good Will Hunting. Joey Lauren Adams and Jason London are together, and Mallrats is like, no, that's not Jason London. That's Jeremy London.
His brother.
It's his twin brother.
That's so crazy. Speaking of Joey Lauren Adams, when they're walking off of the field, the football field, and that scene you were talking about, she says, "Does anybody have any Visine?" And I was like, "Oh, when is Visine invented?" I was like, It seems like that's newer than that, maybe. So then I pull it up, and it's like, "Oh, Visine was in." It says it started in 1996. I was like, "Well, no, that's not a thing because this was 93."
Right.
So Google's wrong on that one. So I started looking. It's like the late 50s when it starts. Because the ingredient is Visine has 0.03% tetrahydrolazine. It's a good amount of that.
That's a good amount of that.
And
Retsin, maybe I'm not getting enough Retsin.
I was looking at tetrahydrolazine, and the first thing I said out loud in my office by myself, I was like, "That's a good amount of that." I said it out loud. So I had to make sure I told you that I looked up Visine because it turns out it was from the 50s, so it was fine, and I wasn't going to say it. And then I looked at it and I said, tetrahydrolazine. That's a good amount of that.
Well, in reading the ingredients, we know what that is. This movie comes out in 93 and is set in 1976. If the movie came out today, it would be set for kids graduating high school in 2006.
Holy shit.
Just to throw that out there for you. That's the time frame we're dealing with.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. So my second character is actually Anthony Rapp.
Anthony Rapp. Yeah, he was good.
I liked him and Adam Goldberg were the same group of newspaper school yearbook nerds, and they're both you can tell they're both serious about they can't wait to get out of their small town. They're going to go to college and they're going to have good jobs and probably end up being successful adults.
Right.
But I just like Anthony Rapp. He was a huge D-bag in School Ties, and I hated him. But I hated his character.
Right.
But when I see him and stuff, I'm like, that guy's good. I like what he does.
He's a really good actor. Yeah. Pretty good singer. And their third in their little group is the Giovanna Ribisi's twin sister Marissa
Ribisi.
So
who's your second character? Yeah, she is good.
My second one is Rory Cochrane.
Yep.
Ron Slater. Because I can't figure out, and I tried to look it up, but I couldn't figure it out. Nobody said anything about it. The way that guy talks is how every pothead I've ever met talks. And I can't tell if pot makes people talk like that. I don't think it does. Or just people who smoke a lot of pot, man, and they talk like that, man. Like that.
Dude, I kind of wonder if there weren't just a couple of actors who got cast in pot movies that talked like that because they knew someone who talked like that, and now every pothead learned to talk like that. Like from
that's what I'm
that
saying.
performance.
That's what I'm saying. So like
That and like 3 others.
Jim Brewer, the guy in Half Baked, like that's how he talks, man. Like that. Like what is that? Is that just like him doing the voice of Rory Cochrane in this movie? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I've smoked enough pot over the years but I don't ever remember. Not that I didn't have some conversations that if I heard them while I was sober, I would think were stupid. Like, how do I know that what you think is blue is also the color that I think is blue? But I don't think I talked any different. I think I just talked like normal, except I was saying weird shit.
Right. And then I started thinking like the same thing we were talking about earlier, where like certain people that smoke a lot of pot and that's their whole thing.
Yeah.
Like that's their whole like, oh man, I love this strain. Man, he just goes, you can feel the pizza in your feet, like whatever, like all that stuff. Like there are other people I'm sure that like smoke pot that don't talk about it and you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I think it's only like huge potheads that talk like that, man. Like,
yeah, I think it's definitely like you wear like a reggae hat and you have like a tie-dye t-shirt on. Rastafarian. Yeah, because the people that I know that smoke pot are like normal people, except like someone might have a glass of wine and someone might go outside and smoke pot for 10 minutes and then you come back and you have a normal conversation.
Right.
But it's not like, let's turn on the frickin' lava lamp and let's like have a philosophical conversation and you're like, God, I can't wait to get out of here. It's just like regular people doing yeah, just having regular conversations, which is like kind of my preference. Like, dude, smoke pot, take mushrooms, drink wine. I don't care. I just don't be weird around me.
Right. Just don't talk like that, man.
Yeah. It's the same as like the Valley Girl.
Right.
Accents. Like,
just
I just
an
don't.
affectation.
Yeah. It's like, did you mean to talk like that? Are you doing that intentionally all the time? Because it sounds dumb. It makes you sound dumb.
God, you would love the TV show Loudermilk if you haven't started watching it.
Dude, I love Loudermilk. We've talked about this.
God, that shit is so good. So funny.
Speaking of Valley Girl, did you see the one guy in this movie, Sasha Jensen, who's from Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
He was the guy with the big eyebrows.
Yeah, and in
I'm saying like I didn't put the two together. That
yeah.
He was from the movie.
Yeah.
What part did he play in?
He was
Buffy?
one of the basketball players. Remember, he was the vampire while he was playing basketball. He was like floating around the court.
Yeah. Now I remember. I didn't even know Renee Zellweger was in this until you said it just now.
Yeah, she didn't have a speaking part.
That's why I didn't know.
Yeah, so she she wasn't famous, so it wasn't a cameo. She just didn't have any lines.
Right.
But she played one of the high school girls.
Well, was she the older ones, like the seniors, or she was one of the ones?
Yeah, she's one of the older ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your second character?
My second one's Rory Cochrane, and Adam Goldberg was my first, and then Jason London's my last.
He's my last too. I hate to in an ensemble comedy not pick one of the female leads, but I like my 3 favorite parts were were those 3. Like Joey Lauren Adams was good, Parker Posey was good, but they didn't have as much stuff to do. Marissa Ribisi was good.
She was good. Dude, everybody played their part, I think, correctly.
It was well cast and it was well acted and it was well written. Like I didn't think anybody did a bad job. I thought everyone did a good job. It's hard when you have 15 actors that are all good. Cole Hauser is always good, and I never like he's so good I don't even notice that he's good.
Right. He was good in this too.
Like
I got to be honest about the whole Jason London thing. The whole time I'm looking at him, I was like, I know this guy, and he's from something. He looks like the guy from Mallrats, but that can't be right.
Yeah.
So I got all the way to the end of the movie, and I decided to look it up.
He looks exactly like the guy from Mallrats. This is twin brother.
T.S. from Mallrats.
Is that 95? I can't wait for it.
I can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
She has a third nipple? It's as clean and plain as day. Oh, man.
Schooner is a sailboat, stupid head.
Yeah, so those are my 3. Jason London was your third also?
He's my third one too. I thought he was he's the protagonist. He's to me, the lead character, and he does a good job. The funny thing is neither Jason nor Jeremy did all that much stuff. I mean, they did. They both worked for 4 decades, but they never, you look at their filmography, it's not like they did 60 movies or 200 movies.
Right.
You know, they both
and
did
it's not,
TV.
It's not a lot of stuff I've seen.
Yeah. Right. But I've seen them both in stuff and I've liked them both in stuff. And I liked Jason in this.
Yeah. Yeah. Good call. Do you want to talk about the writer-director?
Writer-director Richard Linklater. He's one of those directors that's so well known, like they've made a documentary about him. He's not really Like he's fine, he's good. I like his stuff, but it's if he comes out with a new movie, I'm not calling people to go like, dude, Tuesday is opening night. We got to be there. Like I like his stuff, but it's not like
right.
You know, like to me, he's probably not in my top 10.
Right. I do want to see that movie Boyhood that he did though. The one that he filmed over the course of like 1,000 years or whatever it was.
Right, but that's a perfect example because you want to see it, but it came out 9 years ago. So like, there's been several thousand opportunities for you to have seen it.
No, and I borrowed a copy from the internet so I could watch it, and I still haven't watched it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I like his stuff. I've never seen his movies, and I'm like, it wasn't very good. It's just for whatever reason, like his sensibilities and mine just don't quite line up. I just like he does a good job, and I enjoy it, but he's not like a guy that I gotta go. And maybe I don't know. Maybe all directors are like that. I think Spielberg is maybe my favorite director alive, and he makes movies that I don't go see. It's like him and Tom Hanks are going to fight another World War II movie. I don't know if I want to see that. Right.
The only person I can remember saying like I definitely want to go see that is I went and saw Tenet in the theater with Christopher Nolan. Like I want to go see his new one with Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be good.
Nolan is definitely one where I want to see. And also like there's some stuff that you just like, I should see this on the big screen where my teeth are rattling every time someone shoots at someone else.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But anyway, Richard Linklater, he's from Texas. He writes and directs movies. This is his second movie. He hasn't done that many because he writes and directs, and he takes a long time between projects. He's done like 8 movies. But he's got a really like distinct style. He's known for this kind of loose narrative structure where he follows everybody around for a day. Like that's kind of his thing.
Yeah. I was going to say, did you see Before Sunrise? It's like a trilogy. Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and Before Midnight, maybe? It's the ones with Ethan Hawke. I saw the first 2. I never saw the newest one. Those are pretty good. You might like those.
The Before Midnight is the only one that I did see. I didn't see the first 2.
Yeah. The first 2 were good. I liked them. Dude, he did Scanner Darkly. Did you see that?
Yeah, I liked that. The funny thing is that if I had to pick, I would say that I like the movies he directs that didn't write more than the movies that he did both. Like I'm looking at his filmography, like School of Rock, I really like. Newton Boys, I really like. Scanner Darkly is very good.
I think he wrote Newton Boys though, didn't he? That's with
he did write Newton Boys. You're right about that. But he co-wrote it with 2 other people.
Yeah. He did the new Bad News Bears with what's his name?
Bad News Bears, Fast Food Nation.
There's movies I've seen from him, and I recognized his name from those movies before. So like
there's so many movies that I want to watch, and then when I have time, I just don't. I just watch
the same thing over and over.
Richard Linklater, writer-director. He has done a lot of stuff. People should know who he is. He is very good. We really liked him. A lot.
A lot.
Other fun background stuff. Sean Andrews and Mila Jovovich play boyfriend and girlfriend in this movie, and they got married for like less than a year. Not nice, it turns out, because Mila Jovovich was 16 when they got married.
Oof.
And so her parents found out and annulled it.
Oof.
But they met and started dating on this movie, got married very briefly, and then it got annulled. But I saw that. I was like, because Wikipedia says like, spouse, like married 1992, 1992. I was like, whoa, that marriage did not go very long.
Yeah.
And then I read, I was like, she was 16 and her parents annulled it. I was like, okay, that makes sense. I don't know how old he was. I'm not like
good on her parents. That must have been a bomb dropped on them. That's a big bada boom.
Big bada boom. Yeah, so he's 51, dude, so he would have been 20 or 21, and she would have been 16. So
I want to do that movie. When's that movie?
I think that's also 1998, but it might be 99.
Click Fifth Element, 97. Yeah. Lilu Dallas.
Dude, I tell people all the time that that's one of my favorite movies, and it's not because I think it's like one of the best movies ever made. It's just because I could watch it 1,000 times.
God, come on, my man.
Come on, my man.
Come on. Oh, Christ,
7 on the left, 2 on the right.
He knows it's a multi-pass. Oh, man. Will quotes that shit incessantly. I love it. All right. What about work? You done with writer-director?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have any more bonus good stuff. I just got a couple worst. I already said for my first worst, I get this is a real thing and it's fine to portray it. But the whole like when we were freshmen, we got our asses beat. So now that we're seniors, we're going to beat some asses. Like, let's just pay that pain down the road so that everyone is always a dick to everyone else all the time. Right. I fundamentally disagree with that, even though I know that that's what people do.
Maybe that's why when they say like, well, I had to pay for my college, so we're not even though a door was open for me, I'm closing it behind me, and you're going to have to figure out a way to do it just like I did.
That's
It's
what I'm
the same
saying. Like,
thing.
I don't get that.
I don't get that
Life
either.
philosophy is really confusing to me. Like, hey, I struggle with something. Why do I want other people to? Why wouldn't I be excited if other people don't have to do that? Why do I want people to struggle?
it made me a stronger person. The only worst I had was the bullying. I just put bullying because I didn't.
There's a ton of that. And
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you're a high school teacher. I'm sure that there's plenty of this shit that still happens.
Dude, they make fun of each other in class, and when it goes from making fun into Johnny's word, making sad,
Yeah.
and it's starting to hurt people's feelings, I call it out. I'm like, hey, that's too far. You don't want me to make fun of you, so just stop it. But there is definitely bullying and small cliques and people making fun of other people and doing stuff. We don't see hazing like this. That's why it's so foreign to me.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't happen in high school for us, and it didn't happen where I work that I know of. So like, I don't get it.
Yeah, and I also had in the worst, like I can tell that I'm getting old, not just because I tweaked my back, like bending over to tie my shoes, but also because all of the property destruction and like drinking and driving in this movie really bothered me. And I know for a fact that all of my friend group did a lot of those things when I was that age, and it didn't bother me at all. But now it does, and it's like, cool, that's a sign that you're old, because now you care about, like, when they knock over a mailbox, I'm going like, that guy's gonna have to go buy another mailbox. Like, he's gonna have to like take his kid with him and go to like, there probably isn't a Home Depot in 1976. He's gonna have to go like to a Ace Hardware or something and like buy a mailbox. And then if he's not good at installing mailboxes, it's gonna like, he's gonna freaking smash his hand with a hammer, and he's gonna be like swearing. His wife's gonna be mad because the kid hears him swear. It's like, that's gonna mess up half his Saturday.
Did I tell you about the kid that lives on 22? His dad got so sick of people hitting their mailboxes with stuff that he filled the inside of his mailbox. He got an extra big mailbox and filled the inside with cement and left a tiny little hole in the middle with like a PVC pipe. So when you open it, it's just a PVC pipe that the guy has to like cram all the stuff in. But they've already had like people come by and try to hit it with a bat, and it bounces off and broke the car window. And those people stopped and turned around and went in and actually complained to the people that they broke their window.
Yeah. That's
I was
awesome.
like, what are we doing here? So, I was the same way. I was like, God, I can't believe why they're hitting that guy's poor mailbox. Who would take a full cup of drink from Burger King?
Who would leave Wendy's and get a full refill and keep it full and not drink it on the ride home, specifically so that we could throw the full cup from Wendy's at a very specific mailbox
that we didn't know and had no problems with?
Dude, that's what I love about doing this podcast, because I can't believe I'm bothered by kids doing stuff that we definitely did and thought was hilarious.
Yeah. What about the salt and peppers from Wendy's after the football games in that poor person's yard?
Dude, and I watch the movies and I see like Parker Posey. We didn't talk about her. She is always playing the same person. She's always mean as shit. And I guess maybe she's super nice in real life, but she's very good at that in the movies.
Very.
And I'm like, God, they're all being so mean. Like, that part bothers me. And I think back to the shit that we did. It's like, I wasn't like yelling at people. I wasn't berating freshmen or like stuffing them in lockers or hitting them. But the amount of just random property destruction that I did at that age, I was a total dick.
I can remember sitting at Wendy's after a football game and watching somebody stand a nickel up on the table and slam a salt shaker down so the plastic would break. The plastic
bottom would break, and the next person who picked it up would dump salt all in their lap.
Salt everywhere.
And then we would go back to that Wendy's the very next Friday, like 40 deep. And I don't know. I don't understand.
The amount of money they were making off of the food that we ate, though, was enough to buy 1,000 salt shakers.
That's it. That's all I got. It's just the bullying, the beating, the.
I don't have any other old tech. It's from the 70s. I just put 70s.
Yeah,
and then
it's set in
for
the
worse,
70s.
I just put
It's all old.
Cool. So we to the 5 questions.
Is it okay for kids?
No, it's not. I say 16 or 18. There's too much of the wordy dirds in this.
Yeah, I don't care about that, but I defer to you. So it seems like
I'm saying, like, I just don't want my kid talking like that, man.
Would this movie get made if it were pitched now? Probably not if it was set in the 70s, but I'm sure if Linklater wanted to do it, he could do. I mean, didn't he just do the sequel like 5 years ago?
Yeah, not that long ago. Could he make it set in 2006? It would be a
I don't think you could.
Movie.
I think if you made it now, you would set it in the 90s. Like when we were in the 90s, they had that 70s show, and now they have that 90s show.
Right.
Like, I think 90s is as far back as people can go and reminisce. Like, you can't reminisce about the 2000s.
Could you? Not yet. Could you, though, do you think you could write it, knowing all the stuff that you did that we've just been talking about?
Yeah.
Could you write?
Oh, dude. Yeah. Well, I mean, if I can just take Linklater's Dazed and Confused script and steal all of the plotting and just put in my own stories, then yes.
Yeah,
if I have to come up with it on my own,
does.
I can't. I'm not able to do that.
Yeah.
But if I can Mad
Libs
Libs it and just add our high school stories, then yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Good call. Dude, I couldn't recast it. Did you recast anybody?
No, I mean, I don't either. I don't know how you find this many good 20-year-old actors. It's kind of incredible that he was able to do it 30 years ago.
So some of these guys were in movies before.
Yeah.
But not a lot.
No.
But some of these people weren't. So like you just luck out and find these people.
I think they had a really good casting director is probably what it was. But an ensemble cast of, a dozen or 15, 20-year-old actors. I don't know how to put that together.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Can you still enjoy this movie in 2023? Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a long time. It was good.
6 out of 10. I'll definitely see it again. I know I will. So
yeah, I don't know that I will. I wouldn't be upset if I didn't, but also it's fine. It's a good movie.
I'm saying if it comes on and I see that it's on, and I would watch it at least to the next commercial.
Yeah, I guess I just don't, like, you just said a bunch of words that don't make any sense to me. Like, if it comes on, watch to the next commercial. Like, I don't watch TV like that anymore.
You don't have live TV like that anymore.
No, I do now because it's the NBA playoffs. So I paid for YouTube TV so I can watch that. But
yeah, speaking of which, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's shut this down so I can go watch that.
I want to see if Draymond's going to play. Did they say he was coming back?
No, he's suspended.
I thought they walked it back. They didn't?
Oh, did they? I didn't hear that. I heard this morning that he got suspended, but I didn't see anybody reverse it.
Yeah, I saw he was suspended.
Good, dude. That guy's a freaking dick. He should get suspended.
1,000 other people would get kicked out way before him. I don't understand why they let it go.
He just kicked Herb Jones in the head like 2 weeks ago and no one said shit about it. Yeah, but I don't have TV. I don't like that whole I'll just flip through the channels and I'll just watch it to the next commercial. Like I don't even know if I'll ever be in that scenario again unless I guess if I stay in a hotel room, that'll be it.
Where can you find it? I found it on Prime.
Yeah, I watched it on Amazon Prime. I think that's the only place it's available without having to pay for it. So Amazon Prime. And next up is The Firm.
Yeah.
John Grisham.
I like that. Yeah, cool. What else?
That's it. We have the full Sister Act 2 interview is up on Patreon.
Guys, you should go listen. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah. We've not given up on our mission to get out some bonus Patreon movies, but so far we've just gotten most of the full interviews up there.
We do have some movies though, yeah.
We do have some, but we wanted to do more. We've not got, I'm recording in what will one day be my studio, but currently is no plumbing, no air conditioning. And you're about out of school for the summer. So hopefully once I'm in my space and you're off for the summer, we can bang out some bonus shit.
School's out for the summer, man.
School's out for
going to the moon tower, man.
All right.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Cool.
Bye,
con Dios. Man.
Thanks for listening to Movie Life Crisis. Please subscribe, rate, and review, and remember, don't drive angry.